you can't have a much better start than North Carolina did. But before the game was 5 minutes old, they had a 10-point lead. They just kept building on it. They were doing the things that Michigan State does well. They were even with them on the boards, and they stayed with them there, and they started turning Michigan State over. And when you turn the team over 14 times in the first half, and all season they only turn the ball over 13 times a game, for an average, you know you're doing something right. And at the end of the first half, Carolina had set records for points in the first half in a championship game. They had the largest lead ever in a championship game at halftime. They took control and they wouldn't give it up. Whether it was Hansbrough up front, banging and going after the Michigan State guys up there. Lawson just taking over 7 steals in the first half. He tied the championship game record in the first half, and then he broke it with 1 more in the second half. And when you can do things like that, even in front of a crowd like this, you can take the life out of a team, and that's what they did to Michigan State. And it was easy for us to say, oh yeah, well these guys came back to get that national championship. And they'd agree with us and they'd say it, but you could tell tonight that's what they were here for. And they were the one team coming into this tournament that as they won a regional, that wasn't the goal. Getting to the Final Four is a goal for almost every college basketball player. And you get here, you feel great about it, and then you see what happens. Carolina was coming here to win a national championship, and it didn't matter that they played the hometown team. I don't think it would have mattered if they played a team that had 6 guys out there the way they played tonight. They were just able to go out there and be Carolina. They have so many different ways to come at you. They have Lawson, who did it tonight, not with his shooting. He had a terrible game shooting, but he went to the free throw line over and over again. He went inside, he drove. He cut the head off Michigan State with Kalen Lucas, who is going to be a very good point guard, but he's a sophomore. Lawson took it to him and said, this is how you're going to play in a big game. Maybe Lucas will do it to somebody next year, because again, Carolina's a team that last year in the Final Four, they got hit this hard. They were down, by over 20 points right away to Kansas in the semifinals. So you start putting all those things together and you're getting a perfect storm of talent, with desire, with revenge, with all those things added into it. And it was just one of the most impressive performances I've seen in the championship game in a long time.